Have you ever found yourself selecting one control at a time to move your rig and thought, there's got to be a quicker way to do this? Well, today I'll be showing you a faster way to make the same selection in just one click by using quick selection sets. With these sets, you can group different components, which can save time instead of manually selecting individual controls every time you need to change your pose. You can assign a name to a set and select everything associated with it. This comes in handy when the rig I'm using doesn't have a picker, or if something like animate, which has a similar option, is not already installed on my machine. And what's great is that quick selection sets are saved with your file and can be used over again with that same file. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is select the settings wheel on the shelf menu and create a new shelf tab. We can name it whatever you'd like. In my case, I'll call it Dude, since that's the name of the rig. I already have a tab named Dude, so I'll just call this Dude 2. And from here, I'll go ahead and select the controls that I want in my set. So I'll start with the thumb. Select all three controls. Then I'll go to Create, Sets, Quick Select Sets. A dialog box pops up. I'll enter a name for the new set. And last, I select Add to Shelf. From here on out, you repeat those same steps to create more buttons for any select combinations that you need. I'll go ahead and create a couple more as an example. Once you've added your buttons, you can update them by adding an icon if you'd like. I usually save out a 32 by 32 JPEG render of the specific group and save it out to my icons folder in the My Preferences folder. And there you have it. These buttons will save out with this file every time you use it, which can help speed up your overall workflow. Now, there is one thing I've noticed with quick select sets. It's that they're only associated to this particular file. So if you've started a new scene with the same rig, it unfortunately wouldn't work. But there is a solution for that. You can create custom shelf buttons. Basically, you can create custom shelf buttons for anything in Maya since it's all Mel script. You can open the script editor by pressing the shortcut button down in the bottom right corner, just so everything's easier to read and we can quickly find what we're looking for. We'll clear our history either using the shortcut or from the edit menu. We'll go ahead and select any controls. I'll start with the spine controls. Go back to the script editor and I'll left click and drag up to the shelf menu. Select the mail button. Right click, open. And I'll change the icon label. I'll name it something more appropriate. I can update the tooltip to something easier to read. And then select Save All Shelves. And there you have it, simple as that. You can also update the icon image if you'd like. But I'll go ahead and do another example right quick. So from here on out, your buttons will get saved out and you'll now be able to use them on a new file that has the same rig. To test it out, I'll open a new scene and reference my character in. You should always try and reference your files so the rig name stays consistent and matches across files. I'll first test the quick select buttons. And if you notice, they don't work. But the custom shelf buttons that we created earlier actually do work. I guess the only time it probably wouldn't work is if you have the same character referenced in multiple times within the same scene, since there would be variations in the name. One last thing that I did want to mention about custom shelf buttons is that you can add any tool in Maya that you use often. For example, if you use Play Blast often, instead of doing multiple clicks and searching for it, you can simply hold down Shift plus Command if you're on a Mac, Control if you're on a PC, and select any menu item to that shelf. I'll add parent constraint as well. That's something I use often. And that's how you can add any tool you'd like on the shelf. I hope these tips can help speed up your workflow by reducing the number of selections you have to make overall. Once again, if you made it to the end, I want to thank you very much. If you found this helpful in any way, please give this a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all on the next one.